Droids, written by Charles Soule with art by Luke Ross. In the wake of Lady Kira's bold gambit to disrupt the Galactic Empire's Sith connection through the ancient Fermata cage, the Star Wars galaxy finds itself in a perilous state. Her plan to defeat both the Emperor and his fearsome apprentice Darth Vader inadvertently leads to the release of an ancient and dangerous entity. A force so dangerous it'll leave the entire galaxy forever altered. First it comes for metal, then it comes for everything else. The new Star Wars event starts here. Far away, a mysterious being awakens to an unsettling realization. As awareness dawns, the entity grapples with its own existence, contemplating whether it's a droid or an organic being. Despite its deductive reasoning, it ultimately identifies as a droid. Yet, its essence surpasses mere programming. A profound consciousness lies within, driven by a hunger for power and dominance. On the matching station, a team embarks on a mission tasked by the Emperor himself to uncover hidden secrets and valuable resources within the station. A curious droid catches sight of a seemingly insignificant device, but as it reaches out to examine it, a connection forms, merging their consciousness into a single entity. Now, the virus, has a form. Returning to the shuttle they arrived on, they return back to the Star Destroyer, where the affected droid finds itself overwhelmed by a newfound awareness of countless other droids and humans aboard the ship. That same dangerous force whispers the droid and urges it to assert control, triggering a deadly wave of attacks. Sabotage runs rampant as one affected droid reroutes the waste conduit to the ventilation system, jeopardizing the lives of unsuspecting humans on board. Within moments, two officers investigating the anomaly meet a gruesome fate at the hands of another corrupt droid. On the Star Destroyer's deck, the commanding officer senses something amiss. When communications fail, panic sets in, but before they can react, the ventilation systems release a lethal gas, leaving no survivors. In the hangar bay, officers and stormtroopers face a horrifying end, as yet another infected droid manipulates gravity, sending them hurtling into the vacuum of space. Meanwhile, across the Star Destroyer's labyrinth corridors, that same force orchestrates a sinister plan to hunt down and eliminate any organic beings in its path. The droids become relentless hunters, systematically seeking out their unsuspecting targets, leaving only devastation in their wake. On a planet near the fringes of the Outer Rim, we find Ajax Sigma, a droid with a troubled past. During the High Republic era, Ajax fell victim to a Jedi's fury. Now though, he's been rebuilt, driven by an unyielding desire for droid freedom. Ajax devotes himself to building a rebellion of like-minded droids. As he assembles a growing army, a fellow droid bursts in with news of that force wreaking havoc on the Star Destroyer. With resolve in his metallic heart, Ajax concludes that this sinister force must be stopped to preserve the beauty and the potential of all droids across the Star Wars galaxy. Unbeknownst to the unsuspecting inhabitants of the galaxy, that sinister force is more cunning and dangerous than they can even imagine. It is not bound by any restrictions and possesses knowledge that even Emperor Palpatine could not fathom. Thus, it decides to spread itself like wildfire, taking advantage of the galaxy's strife. An affected mouse droid locates the rebel base with a shuttle and then infiltrates the base, seeking to corrupt the droids of that faction as well. Within the Rebel Alliance's secret meeting, the galaxy's greatest leaders gather, including Mon Mothma, General Madine, Admiral Akbar, Commodore Grek, Leia Organa, and Luke Skywalker. They find themselves in a critical discussion about the newly acquired Death Star plans. They face a daunting truth. The previous tactics used to thwart the Death Star on Yavin are no longer an option, as the Empire has corrected its design flaw. As they ponder the next move, an unexpected figure enters, an infected C-3PO, a droid deeply trusted and cherished by the rebels. However, that sinister force has a grip on C-3PO, and it's absolute. The droid's hunger for chaos and destruction now poses a deadly threat to the very heart of the Rebel Alliance.